I'm Betsy Kahn. I'm your student's librarian. And I want to say two things before I talk to you about the library. One, I can testify as a former SPMS parent to a lot of what's been said tonight. I have 3 kids, 2 just graduated from the high school, 1's a junior. And what they learned here, what Tracy and Emily both talked about in terms of learning to advocate for themselves, and just learning how to keep themselves organized. If you have a completely flaky 6th grader, don't worry. We're gonna really teach them how to get themselves organized. So have faith. Number 2, I wanted to tell you, you know what? Your town loves your kids. I was here for the Saturday open house, and I was up in the brand new library all day long, and all of our neighbors came. Elderly people whose grown kids went to this school 30 years ago. They just wanted to come and see. And I'll tell you what many of them said when they walked through the door. They said, thank goodness I paid taxes for something like this. You know, I really love to pay taxes for something like this that I can see, that I know that it's going to be used well, and that was so well done. So, you know, the people that live in this town, even if they don't have kids in the school, really value your kids and what they're learning here. So I think we can all feel great about that. I feel great, of course, about the new library, and I want to thank you, of course, for your vote those 10 years ago. It's beautiful. If you haven't had a chance to see it, please do come up and visit. It's really going to be a great, great space for your kids. We're going to be open for business, for regular library business starting Tuesday. We've been moving in and getting all the textbooks distributed, which is just about done. I do want to just let you know briefly about textbooks. One service that we can offer you if you like, and especially families that have 2 households where we only can give you 1 set of books, but if your child goes back and forth between 2 houses, we do have online access to almost all the textbooks. And so if you would like that, what we can do is set up a username and password for you. There's a link on the library webpage that will get you into the log-on for the exact same textbook online. And so if you want to do that, what I'd like to do is just ask you to email my assistant, Kim Flowers. Her email address is kflowers, just like it sounds, with the customary email address for the middle school, which is fc.spusd.net. And she will set that up and be in touch with your child for that. Again, once about the library webpage, from the homepage of the school website, there's a link to the Library Media Center that goes to our page. It has links to the catalog, links to some of the online databases that we'll be teaching your kids how to use this year. We do have a subscription to Britannica Online, which is a great online encyclopedia reference. And we also use databases that are subscribed to by your public library. We are able to have our kids use those from here. There are also some just fun sites and good website locations for different kinds of projects that your students might be doing over the course of the year. No matter what grade your student is in, there will be quite a few opportunities they'll have to come over the course of the year with their science teacher, with their English or a history teachers primarily, to come up to the library and do a research project on various parts of their curriculum. And so we teach them the part about fake stuff. That's a big part of what we talk about in the library in terms of plagiarism, making sure they do their own work, cite their sources, and be ready for the kind of high school level work that they'll be doing, and thinking ahead to college as well. We teach them about searching techniques, how to search digital sources. We do still make a pitch for print sources because a lot of times that's the best depending on the kind of information that you're trying to find. So we try to give them a whole well-rounded training in how to use the library, but in the context of research projects that they have to do. 2 last things, I guess. Mention was made of volunteers. I've had an incredible crew of volunteer parents this past year who has come in and helped me, just keep the library in order, helped with special events. The library is a great place to volunteer. When your child is in 2nd grade, you run into them at school and you're there to volunteer. They're like, "Hi, Mommy, I'm so happy to see you." Well, if your 7th grader is here and they see you on campus, they'll probably pretend that they don't know you. So the library's a great place. You get to kind of stalk them from afar, sort of get to see what's going on, and you don't have to worry about them shunning you by running in the opposite direction. And it's a very pleasant place to be, especially now. So if you have any inclination to help in the library, just come and let me know or email us, and we'd be happy to hook you up with our volunteer coordinator, Katie Clark, who will be in touch with helping to schedule you. Lastly, I want to make a pitch for your public library. I mentioned it earlier. If your child does not yet have a public library card, I'd strongly urge you to go over there right away and help them get one. I'm in constant touch with the librarian in the children's department over there, Maida Wong. Whenever your child gets an assignment for a project, I email it right over there to her so she knows exactly what your kids are, have coming up. And we have a lot of what they need, but we're not open the same hours that they are. So if you're on a deadline on a Saturday with that mineral project for 6th grade, they're open and they're ready to help you over there. So please do make use of them. They're really great, and like I say, we partner. So welcome, and I'm really happy to see you all, and I'm really looking forward to getting to know your kids. We're going to have a great year in the library.